Hello everyone and welcome to the webinar. And today our topic is admission scholarship session for Carnegie Mellon University. I'm Dan Moide, I'm the counseling head at MeetUniversity.com, and I've got Mr. Vivek Arora. Vivek is an alumnus from the Carnegie Mellon University, and he studied Masters in Information Technology Management. And okay, so now I'll hand over to Vivek. Vivek, you can start now.
Hello everyone. I need to understand if you can hear me properly.
Vivek, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, and are you able to see my screen, my presentation?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Just a second before I start, I just need to make sure that everything is crisp and clear.
Sure.
So, Tanmoy, can you confirm if you can see my whole screen?
Yes, I can.
With the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I would like to thank everyone who's joined, and Tanmoy, thanks a lot for a very quick introduction and giving us this platform to reach out to the students and clarifying their doubts to Australia. I really appreciate MeetUniversity, and please pass my thanks to all your team.
Sure, thanks.
Well, before I start, thanks to all the students and all the working professionals who've joined. I am not very sure about your profiles, and probably I will get to know about each and every one of you, in time to come. We're here to, discuss a bit about Carnegie Mellon University, which I'm sure you've heard the name. Even if you have not heard the name, I will take you through a very quick journey. So before I start, I will quickly give you my background, who am I and what I've done and what am I doing now. Just give me a quick second. Can you see the slide change?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Vivek Arora, and my background is I've got around 6 years of experience into IT or software engineering or IT consulting and business development. So before I came to Australia, I was working with Infosys Limited in India. I spent there about 3 to 3.5 years into software development. When I came to Australia, I did Masters of Science in Information Technology and Management from Carnegie Mellon. And had a small gig at PwC, that is PricewaterhouseCoopers, and when I graduated, I started working for WorkCover. For your information, WorkCover is the biggest insurance provider in Australia, and I worked there as a business intelligence or data analytics consultant. So what I'm going to do today is not to bore all of you, but to keep it very, very short and crisp and very, very informative, because all of you are deciding to come to Australia, and it is very important for you to understand what really matters, because all of you would have different profiles, different backgrounds, and all of you would want different profiles when you graduate from a school. So what I'm going to do now is I will share a few of the key points that I looked at when while I was sitting in a cubicle in India and planning to go abroad and take a study abroad, and was planning which school to choose and which countries to choose. So I would share my journey, and hopefully that would be relevant to what you're thinking as well. And I'll open the round for discussions and questions at the end of the presentation. So I will not take more than 10 to 15 minutes for all of you. So first of all, while I was working in India, I was very clear that I want to get into some school which has a global recognition. So the brand name was very, very important to me. So this is how I was very, very confident that Carnegie Mellon was on top of my list, because it was ranked 22 in the world and it still maintains its ranking. So it really gives you a lot of confidence when you join such school, because not only the ranking is relevant in the country that you're going to, but also it has a recognition even if you travel around the world. So even if you happen to come to Australia, you never know if you will be staying here for your entire life. You might end up going to Singapore, you might end up going to India back, or China back, or you might end up going to the United States of America. So it is very important that you have a very good name to back yourself up. So this was one of the first point that, that led me choose Carnegie Mellon. And the second very, very important point, even more than the brand name, was the quality of education. So I was already into IT and my background was into there. So it was very important for me to utilize my previous experience, because I did not want to start from scratch. So I wanted to choose a course that was more relevant to me and that gave me a lot of leadership and managerial, understanding of things. So for Carnegie Mellon in Australia, there are two postgraduate programs, one in information technology management, where you can specialize into business intelligence and data analytics. For all of you, please note very, very carefully and clearly that these programs are ranked #1 in the world. So even before you start questioning about the quality of education and a lot of other things, they're ranked #1 in the world, and there is a lot of reasons for it. And there's another program which is Masters of Science in Public Policy and Management, and it is ranked #7 in the world. So that should give you a lot of confidence when you look at the ranking. And I'm sure for you, I hope ranking matters. So the next factor was the internship and the employment opportunities. So I'll take a step back here. So when I was deciding, I looked at the whole curriculum. There were lots of universities. Of course, there are lots of universities around the world. So I wanted to choose a university that gives me a lot of understanding about the curriculum. That gives me a lot of opportunities to work also while I was studying. And there are a lot of internship and employment opportunities. I'll give you a quick statistics about students at Carnegie Mellon. So there is an internship semester where you can take the internships, and it is a guaranteed internship at Carnegie Mellon. You are bound to get an internship, and 90% of the students, they get paid internships. And in the current semester, 100% of them have paid internships. So you don't have to take internships in Adelaide. You can go to Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, or even to Singapore or China or Hong Kong. So I've put a couple of pictures here of all the big brands where our alumni are working. And the third part was quality of students, because when I landed here, it became very, very important for me to understand the sentiments in the classroom, because you might end up spending 2 hours in a day with the professor, but you will spend more than 10 hours with the students. So you actually end up learning a lot from your peers, from your friends, and from your classmates. So this is where CMU topped the list for me as well, because not everybody can get into Carnegie Mellon. Their acceptance rate is around 30%, which guarantees that the student sitting next to you will be a good student, and you will learn a lot from them as well. This is a point that I realized later when I landed in Australia at Carnegie Mellon. So cultural diversity is very, very important when you come out of India, or any other country that is present here. Otherwise, you would be studying in your own country. So at CMU, I came across a lot of people from so many different countries. It was not only about, experiencing the different culture or food or language. It was all about working in a different environment as well, because you'll be working in a lot of different projects. So this really opens up your mind. That you will come across people from absolutely 25 plus countries, from India, China, Indonesia, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, United States of America, Canada, Hong Kong, Czech Republic, Prague. So there are so many countries, there's so many people from different countries that you will be interacting with. And each and every one of them, they have a very, very different style of working. So you actually end up learning a lot by the time you graduate. So this was the another factor that I wanted to share it with you, that you will be getting at Carnegie Mellon. And one more important, that was icing on the cake. Because of the great alum structure and because of the government sector here, Carnegie Mellon in Australia, they offers very good scholarship, and that scholarship range up to 40%. And the criteria for scholarship is very, very simple. I've put some key points that the academics, they look at when you put in an online application. So the scholarship is really, really based on your CGPA or on your percentage, if you've done a master's degree already or if you have done a bachelor's degree in your respective countries. And then is your GRE and GMAT score. And one more important point for you to note down here is, so if you have a very good profile and if you have good percentage in your university and if you have good work experience, you are eligible to take a maths online test. So this is a Carnegie Mellon's own maths online test. It is a very, very basic test, and it is absolutely free of cost. You don't have to book it. When you start your online application, you need to let the admission committee know at Carnegie Mellon that I need to take this maths test. And the another factor is your IELTS and TOEFL score, your statement of purpose, letter of recommendation, and work experience. Another point for you to note down is if you have any community service experience, that has a very, very big impact on your overall profile. The next point is if you have any entrepreneurial experience, please make sure you mention that in your statement of purpose, because that alone can give you, a good scholarship as well. So to summarize, so I will quickly go back and take you through it again. One was the brand name, the other was quality of education, and then was internship and employment opportunities. So I will, spend a bit more time here to give you all the good statistics here. So it is important for all of you to note here that diversity and success, it comes naturally when you come here, because the whole environment is designed in a way that really pushes you professionally and personally as well. You will learn a lot about time management and work management, because these courses, the courses that you will be studying at CMU, they are leadership courses. So when you graduate, you will be starting at a mid-senior level position where you will be accountable for your doings in your office. So it is very important for you to note down that the journey that you will go through at Carnegie Mellon, it really tests your skills in terms of personal and as well as your professional skills. So if you are very, very interested in knowing the statistics, I'm happy to give you the statistics. The average salary for information technology management or business intelligence and data analytics is $80,000 in Australia, and for public policy and management is $93,000. And okay, open up your ears and listen to me very, very clearly when I say this. 90% of the students, even before they graduate from Carnegie Mellon in Australia, they have jobs in their hands. So that should give you a lot of confidence on the quality of education and also on the internship and employment opportunities. It is not like a traditional Australian university. So you are actually getting an American degree with an Australian lifestyle benefits. There are a lot of long-term benefits when you choose Australia as a country, where if you want to know, I can spend a bit more time as well. And I will leave that to the questions in terms of what benefits you are. Australia as a country that gives it to you. So so if you want to check your eligibility, I've already mentioned you that this is a degree which is not for everyone. The acceptance rate is about 30%. So if you want to get a quick assessment done, I've put my email ID, send me your mark sheets and your resume. I'm happy to have a look and see what you've scored and if you have a work experience and what your overall profile looks like. So I can give you a quick understanding on whether you should go ahead and not. Trust, the quality would definitely be, is guaranteed at CMU, and if you want to check your eligibility, please send me all those documents and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. And well, before I finish, it was not very big because I want to hear from you and answer all of you as well. And before I finish, I would really like to thank you. And if you happen to be in Australia, would love to catch up for a coffee or a beer somewhere, being in the Australian culture. I've put my email ID, you can note it down, and I look forward to answering all your questions. Please feel free to, be very, very open and ask as many questions as you want. So I would really like to thank you. Tanmoy, I'm done with my presentation. I would request all the students and professionals around the world to please go ahead and ask me the questions.
Thanks, Vivek. That was a really nice presentation. I mean, quite crisp and clear and to the point. You basically targeted all the basic questions, and it was really nice. So, guys, you can put questions in the chat box and feel free to ask as many questions as possible.
Hello, everyone. Please feel free to ask me any questions.
Okay, then maybe in the meantime we can start the poll. So first of all, I will let have a look who the people. Okay, so here's the first poll. What course are you interested in pursuing at Carnegie Mellon University in Australia? So we have got 3 options, and please select your relevant options.
Can I take 1 more minute?
Sure.
Okay, I will tell you a few benefits as well. I'm not sure if all the students present here are clear or not. So another understanding for all of you here present in the webinar is, so the degree that you will be getting when you come to CMU in Australia is the actual degree if you go to CMU Pittsburgh. So the understanding for all of you here is, it is not a branch campus or it is not a different campus. It just happens to be present in Australia as a global footprint for Carnegie Mellon. You will be taught by the same professors because they travel from Pittsburgh to Adelaide. And some of our professors from Australia, they travel to Pittsburgh. So the degree is Carnegie Mellon University degree and not a Carnegie Mellon University Australia degree. I just wanted to mention that as well. And another point on top of it is, so if you come to Australia and you had a dream to be in the US, you all will be eligible to go to the United States for an exchange semester. You can go and realize your American education dream as well.
So we have got the poll results. So 50% of people are interested in information technology management, like Vivek. 40% of people are interested in business intelligence and data analytics, and 10% in public policy and management. So I think most of the people who are attending this webinar, they are into IT background.
Sure. Everyone, please feel free to ask me questions. Don't be shy, be very, very open, because that's why I finished my presentation quickly.
So yeah, we have got the first query from Harshvardhan. Harshvardhan is asking, hi, the Pittsburgh campus also has the program, right? Yes, Harsh, that's right. So he has also asked, what is the difference between CMU Pittsburgh campus and Australia campus? Is the points mentioned in the slides will be valid for Pittsburgh campus too?
Yes, sir. The answer to your question is very, very simple. There is no difference in the Pittsburgh campus and in the Australian campus. The difference comes to the course that you would want to choose, because both the countries, one is United States and the other is Australia, they have different benefits after graduation. So it depends on you, what do you want to choose. So I would like to mention here is, so the acceptance rate in the United States is about 10%. However, the acceptance rate at CMU in Australia is still about 25 to 30%. So not everybody can get the same degree. So it is important for you to realize and be very, very honest to yourself if you can make it to Carnegie Mellon in the US or not. I
There's
hope that.
another query. Yeah, that's fine. There's another query. Do you have job prospects in the US after doing the program in Australia?
The answer to your question is yes, you have the job prospects in the United States as well after a couple of years. So when you become a permanent resident or a Australian citizen, you can travel anywhere around the world. And with a Carnegie Mellon degree, your degree will be recognized around the world. It's not only in the United States. Even if you end up going to Hong Kong or Singapore or Canada, your degree has a lot of value.
So there's another query from Ravi Khanna.
Just a sec.
Ravi is asking.
Just a sec, Tanmoy. So this
Yeah,
is
sure.
very, very, so this is very, very important for you to decide what do you want to choose and what benefits you want to get out of the course and also from the country.
Okay, thanks, Vivek. So the next query is from Ravi. He's asking, hello, Vivek. I have a quick question.
Tanmoy,
Yeah,
Tanmoy, why am I not able to see the questions?
you should maybe just your settings or something. You are not able to see questions, but it's no problem. I'll read out for you. So the query is: I'm in an IT professional in mid experience level. I'm looking for some master's program on political management, political development areas. So is there any query? Is there any course for this?
Yes, I'm not sure if you really understood it properly. What I'll do is I'll quickly uh, okay, so if you look at the Masters of Science in Public Policy and Management course, this would be very, very relevant to you because in that course you are not only learning about public and private sector, you're also learning a lot about finance, international business, economics, and statistical methods, and also about how different government sectors work. So if you go ahead and have a look on the website about our public policy and management course, that should give you all the answers. And if you need more details, send me an email. I'll be more than happy to answer all your questions.
There's another second query from Ravi. I am married with a kid. Do you think I can manage my living expenses and the course in Australia?
Okay. The answer to your question is it depends on your smartness. So there are a lot of opportunities in the campus itself. Like while I was doing my course, I was a teaching assistant for 14 months. So for your understanding, there are a lot of opportunities within the campus as teaching assistants, as research assistant, as library assistant, as marketing team assistant as well. And also a lot of students, they work part-time outside as well because this is the benefit of coming to Australia. So when you come here, you have an opportunity to work 20 hours per week. So it depends. If you work very, very closely with the career services department here, you will get those opportunities as well. And for all of your, and the understanding for all of you here is the amount of money that you get here in being a teaching assistant is 3 times more than you get in the US. So you can imagine you can understand yourself.
Okay, the next query from Sean Abo. Hi Vivek, I'm having 8 years of experience in system administration and working in one of the regulated firms in India. I would like to know what are my chances for courses on data analytics and how many years will it be?
Shana, sorry, what was the name of the person who asked the question?
It's, it's Sean Abo. It's a Bengali name, so it might be a little bit difficult for you. It's a Sean Abo. Sean Abo.
Thanks for your question. For this program, it is very important for me to see your resume, to be honest, so to give you a better idea. But as far as if you have basic technical skills, you should be able to apply for the program. So even if your education is not inclined towards this, but you have a work experience, you can definitely be eligible to apply. So if you want good confirmation, please feel free to send me a resume and I can confirm that.
Okay, the next query is from Naman Jain. What is the difference between ITM and MIS?
Very good question. Even I had that question while I was in India. Okay. The answer to your question is there is no difference. The 95% of the course structure is same. However, the name makes a lot of difference when it comes down to the post-study work visa and also about getting a permanent residency in Australia. So the ITM name gives you a lot of confidence when you want to go ahead and get your degree assessed by Australian Computer Society. So at the simple answer to your question is there's no difference. The course structure is 95% same. It comes down to the Australian education law that we had to name that course as Information Technology Management.
So there's another query from Vishakha. Do we need to give either GRE or GMAT or any one exam? Vishakha, I think Vivek has already answered that instead of GRE or GMAT, you can also appear for the online maths test organized by the CMU, and that's free of cost.
Yes, and I would like to spend 1 minute on it. Understand very, very clearly, Carnegie Mellon University recommends GRE and GMAT. However, if you think you have a good profile, we allow you to take maths online test. I hope that answers. So that maths online test is actually very, very simple. Very, very simple. And to give you a detailed answer, if you can send me a resume, I can quickly have a look at it and let you know if you are eligible to take the maths online test or not. I hope that answers the question.
Yes. There's a question from Ramesh. He's asking, can you tell me some details about work opportunities in Australia? Will we be able to work in Australia after doing our master's from CMU? Ramesh, I think you have got your answer during the presentation itself. But still, if Vivek, if you want to add something, please go ahead.
Ramesh, I'll make your life very, very easy and I hope that brings smiles on your face. 100% of Carnegie Mellon graduates are successful. So it is very important for you to understand when I mention that it is not a traditional uni. You will hear a lot about the culture in Australia. What I'm telling you here is you can note it down that 100% of the alumni are successful in Australia and they're working. And if you want to know in which companies they are working, I'm more than happy to guide you to the alumni here. So I can tell you about my classmates where they're working. They've started their career with PwC, KPMG, Ernst & Young, Deloitte, Amazon, Schneider Electric, and Accenture. So if you want to get in touch with a few of these people, send me an email. I can guide you to those alumni and even you can clarify more questions with them.
Okay, that's a very nice question, and even I wanted to know as well. What GRE score should be saved for the program, considering the other aspects of the profile as well? This question has been asked very well.
Yes, so as I mentioned already, that CMU looks at your complete profile. It looks at your complete profile, not only your GRE score. So we mentioned if you have anything above 300, you should be eligible to apply. Or GMAT 600.
Okay, thanks Vivek. And okay, so next query is, so there are some people who have been asking for medical and biotechnology courses as well. So guys, right now CMU is not offering any biomedical or medical course in the Australia campus, but I think Pittsburgh has got those programs, so you can definitely check out those. Otherwise, you can write an email to me. I will definitely help you out. But right now, CMU Australia is only offering those 3 courses which Vivek mentioned out.
You're more than welcome to look at Carnegie Mellon Pittsburgh website.
Okay, there's a query from Tisha. Tisha is asking what's she's asking basically for more details about the public policy and management program. Is it like anything related to healthcare or is it something entirely different?
Okay, yeah, it's a good question, and the answer to your question is you will be doing a lot of projects with the health department. You are not specializing into health department. However, you're getting a general specialization. However, after graduating, you can choose the industry because there are a lot of students, lot of working professionals from the health sector that are taking public policy and management course. So for example, one complete semester is your industry-based project, and that project you can take with the health department. The answer to your another question is, if you go to Carnegie Mellon University Australia website, you should be able to see a very, very recent article that student took their internship in one of the hospitals in Adelaide. So you can, so you can learn from this is that there are opportunities in the health sector as well.
Thanks, Vivek. So there are two kind of courses. A few master's programs like are 12 months and few master's programs are 21 months. So what is the exact difference between those two programs?
So the 12-month program is a very, very accelerated program. So, I recommend that program to someone with 5+ years experience. And it is important for you to know is to check your eligibility for post-study work visa. So 1-year program will not give you post-study work permit. However, the 21-month program will give you 2-year work permit. So that 1-year work permit is suitable for people who have a lot of years of experience that should be eligible for permanent residency when they come here. I hope that answers.
All right, here's our second poll. So what intake are you interested in? January 2017 or is it August 2017? So guys, please vote.
So I can mention that there are two intakes. One is January and one is August. And depending on what intake are you interested in, what my understanding always says is if you've decided to pursue a higher education, it is very important that you don't waste your time anywhere else in the world, because it is very important to start as early as possible. However, I leave that in your capable hands to brainstorm and speak with your family members in terms of about your priorities and see what's more important to you.
All right, so we have got the data. So 58% people are looking for the Jan 2017 intake and 42% for August 2017 intake. So Vivek, I would like to ask, like, what would be the typical application deadline? Is it like 3 months before the start of the program, or?
Yeah. No, thanks for asking. I should have put that in my presentation. Sorry. The deadline for January intake is 15th of October. And the deadline for August 2017 intake is 31st of June. So if you are interested, I will really, really request you to start the online application process and check if you are eligible or not. It is very important because I will not recommend you to apply late and then getting into trouble. It is very important to start early and see if whether you can get into Carnegie Mellon. If yes, how much scholarship you will get. And then you can arrange your finances and you can apply for your visas and book the flights and accommodation here. So it is a process. So that is why I suggest and I recommend people to start the process as soon as possible, because it takes time, and also you need to put a lot of effort in your online application process as well. Because I would take one more minute here to answer this question and to really let all of you know is, so if you are interested in CMU, I would suggest you to put in a lot of heart and sweat into your online application. It is very important you give 100% of your commitment to that application. And when you are writing your SOP, it is very important to share your own experiences. Don't get 4 or 5 SOPs and copy and be very, very smart. it will be a straight no from Carnegie Mellon. I can tell you straight away. Even if you have any backlogs, please feel free to come forward and accept that you have a backlog and that was the reason. And you came up and you cleared that backlog and you're doing well in your life now. So it is very important to be very, very clear in your SOP why you're choosing it and what do you really want to get off Carnegie Mellon and what do you want to give to Carnegie Mellon. So be very clear when you are putting in your online application as well. And if you need any more details, please stay in touch with me. I'll be more than happy to guide you in the right way.
Thanks, Vivek. We have got another query from Ajmer Singh. Ajmer is asking, okay, how much finance will require in 2 years to make the plan in that way? So basically, I think he's asking about the fee structure and the living expenses. So Vivek, can you
yes,
please?
Ajmer, that's a good question. So the living expenses depends on how you want to live. It depends. Are you happy to share a room with one of your mates, or you want a single room? Do you want to live within the city? Do you want to live in the suburbs? So in an overall, I'm doing a bit of mathematics here. Just give me a second.
Vivek, I will take over on that. So for living expenses, according to the Australian visa rules, you need to have show the funds of $18,600 for 1 year. So of course, it's not that you need to spend that much or you will have to spend that much, but to get the visa, you need to show that much of the amount of funds for living expenses. And fee structure, I think Vivek will definitely help you out with that.
Yes, so the fee structure for the overall program is $88,000. However, if you're smart enough and you can do some mathematics, you can put in like 30 to 40% scholarship. So it'll come down to 22 to 25 to 26 lakhs for overall. However, if you take a step forward, I mentioned the average salary is around $80,000. So if you're looking for a return on investment, please note it down. The return on investment for a CMU graduate is about a year or a year and a half. So in worst cases, it is 2 years. So the ROI is basically 2 years for you. I hope that answers.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Vivek. Any more queries, guys?
Please go for it. Go ahead. And I'm not sure if everybody is clear and they're across why and how Australia as a country is beneficial in the long run. So I will take a step and really make everybody understand that it is a very, very beautiful country and it is one of the most safest places in the world, and Adelaide is 5th most livable city in the world, and I hope you understand the power of Australian visa and passport. So that lets you enter 162 countries. So you can imagine coming here and being successful, and then you can actually travel and work anywhere in the world. So that really, really opens up lots of doors, which is not possible if you go to the United States. So that was the reason I chose Australia as a country as well. So if I want to go to Japan, and if I want to go to Hong Kong, if I want to go to Singapore, even if I need to go to United States of America, I'm free to go and work anywhere. So this is the benefit that Australia gives you as a country. And on top of it, I don't want to leave Australia because I really, really love living here. It is a beautiful country with really, really amazing people and great working culture. So I can give you an answer on top of it. So the working culture here is very, very relaxed. So the one word that that gets from your life is stress. There's no stress in Australia. The working culture in the United States or in India is pretty much the same. So in Australia, there's no after work. There's no working on the weekends. There's no stress in life. So if you're looking for a good quality of life and if you're looking for good money, this definitely is a very, very good destination. And you get free health from the government as well.
Thanks, Vivek. So the next question is from Kavita Reddy. I'm working as an Oracle DBA for 3.5 years. Can I choose data analytics as a specialization in MS?
Go for it, Kavita. You're gold. Absolutely. It's a very good profile, and it will add a lot of value if you take data analytics. And I can mention one more point here is, if you really travel the journey well at CMU, if you're smart enough and if you keep your eyes and ears open, there are a lot of opportunities that open up. It depends on the individualistic profile and smartness and networking skills and business communication skills and technical skills, that how and where will you start. So there are people who have started at really good profiles as well. So and I would like to mention some of them as well. They've started in 6 figures and started with really great companies. So for example, Kavita, if you're coming in with such a good experience and a good brand name to back yourself up, there are great opportunities that can open up.
Thanks, Vivek. So Naman is asking, can we apply for 2 courses simultaneously?
Okay, good question. Another question on top of it, Naman, is what 2 courses? You can apply for information technology management and business intelligence and data analytics. However, it is very challenging to apply for information technology management and public policy management, because their statement of purpose would be very different, and that will raise conflict here. So I'm not sure if that's what you're asking for, and I hope I've given an answer to you.
Okay, there's a very unique question. Is there any chance that the CMU Australia will start the MBA program any soon?
Yes, that is under the pipeline. We are planning to get I cannot tell you yes or no at this stage, but I can tell you yes, it is in the pipeline, and probably in next few years we might get an MBA from Tepper's Business School as well. But at this stage, there's there are a lot of things that are happening in that space as well. But I'll let me answer you in that detail. So the courses here that you're studying at Carnegie Mellon, both of them are leadership and both of them are management courses. So if you look at the profiles that the students are working in, they're working as brand consultants, they're working as consultants, they're working as strategy and development manager, they're working into marketing, they're working into, as technical account managers, they're working as business development manager, they're working as investment banking analysts. So I can assure you that should give you a lot of confidence in terms of the outcome. It depends on you, how do you want to start as, because some people love technology and they want to stay in technology, and some people love leadership and some people love management. So it depends on your background, it depends on your 21-month journey, and it depends on your dream. What do you want to really get out of it? So these are both management courses. One is specializing into IT and business intelligence, and the other specialized into public policy.
Thanks, Vivek. Okay, just to make it a little bit more interactive, because Vishaka Chabot, she has been raising her hand for a long time, but I didn't see any questions coming up. So, Vishaka, you're currently unmute. You can ask your question live. Vishaka, can you hear me? Vishaka, you can ask your query now. If you have got a headphone or like a mouthpiece, you can ask your query.
Go for it, Vishaka. Don't hold yourself.
Hello, Vishaka, please speak now. We are hearing you. Okay, maybe a little bit of background noise. Any more queries? So guys, please raise your hand or just type in your question on the chat box. Okay, so Naman is asking, what are the benefits of the ITM over MISM 21-month track? Anything to add, Vivek?
Naman, the answer to your question is, it's not about the benefits. It's about, what, because if you remember my answer, I said both of the courses are same. Both of the courses are same. However, this will give you a quick and a quick and it'll be beneficial for you in terms of getting the permanent residency and post-study work visa here. Because I'm not sure how much research you've done, and if you have done all your research, you need to get your degrees assessed by Australian Computer Society when you are looking for a long-term benefits in Australia, and that gives the ITM course gives you a quick push to your profile. However, from the learning outcomes, both of these courses are the same. As the learning outcomes of both these courses are same, the internship opportunities of both these courses are same, and also the graduate outcomes and the employment opportunities of them are the same. It is just they are named differently.
I guess we don't have any more queries. Guys, we can wait maybe 2 more minutes. If you have got any more queries, please feel free and just type in or just raise your hand. I mean, I can put you on unmute mode and you can ask. Okay, there's another query from Ajmer. What course given? Okay, which course can give you more chances for the PR?
All the courses that are present here. Okay. Let me.
Naman wants to ask one thing. So, Naman, you are unmute now. Please go ahead.
Tanmoy, sorry, I would request you. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. I want to spend a bit more time here. Okay, understand.
Sure.
I'm not here to answer your permanent residence queries. This is something that you'll have to do your own research, and this is something that you would need to get in touch with the migration lawyers or the migration consultants. So if you have any questions in terms of the education, the internship opportunities, the alumni structure, the career outcomes, the living cost, anything related to Carnegie Mellon, I'm more than happy to answer. But I will make your life very, very easy that all of the graduates have become permanent residents who have stayed in Australia. So I hope that answers the queries to you.
Naman, you can ask the question. Naman, I guess you can hear us. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, Vivek, thanks for the beautiful presentation.
Hey, is that Naman?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Naman.
Okay, go. I can hear you, Naman. Go for it. No, thanks for your feedback. Please go for it.
Yeah. Actually, my concern was like this ITM course is of
Yes.
how many months? Like 16 months, or it will
It is
also
to-
extend.
Okay, for answer to all of you present here is, it is a 21-month course. The 21-month is divided into 5 semesters. One semester is a complete internship semester where you can earn anywhere between $6,000 to $12,000. Another semester is a complete industry-based project semester. So if you realize in the 21 months, you will be working for a company for about 8 months. 3 to 3.5 months as a student and 3 to 3.5 to 4 months as an intern. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. Vivek, so ITM course will also conclude within 21 months course.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot for answering me.
No worries. Please feel free to ask as many questions as you have, everyone. Sorry guys, I can't see you, but feel free to ask me questions.
Okay, Shona was asking, are there any online university courses for the data analytics?
Yes, there is an online course, but that is only relevant to people who are working in Australia. It is still not, made possible for people who are out of Australia. It is only for people who are working in Australia and if they are permanent residents or Australian citizens.
Shanav, you are live now. If you have got any query, you can ask live to Vivek.
Yeah,
Go for
thanks,
it.
Vivek. Yeah, thanks, Vivek, for all your answers. I will like to send my resume to you. I have got your mail ID, so
Sure.
I will send and then know the details for data analytics.
Sure,
Thank you.
sure, Swarnava. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Please feel free to do that. I can do a quick pre-assessment for you. However, whatever I say, don't believe me. Because there's a reason why I say that, because everything comes down to the professors here. But once I have a look at your resume, I can tell you whether to spend more time and put in an application or not. I hope that answers.
Yes, that's
okay.
Right.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
I look forward to receiving your emails.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
No worries.
Any more queries, guys?
Come on, champs.
Well, we don't have, we haven't got any more questions. At least the new questions, because there are some repeated questions. So I have them, I have left them out. Any new query, so that all the other viewers also get interested. Vivek, I think we have covered all the questions and all the queries. So
I think, Tanmoy, I'll take a minute to summarize everything.
Sure, please go ahead.
So, I would like to thank all of you, first of all, to be present and, also making me work over the weekend. But, I would like to take a minute to summarize everything. Before I say something, please note it down that this is a degree that you have to earn. This is a degree that you'll have to work very, very hard to get. It is not like a traditional degree that, if you have a good score or, if you have good IELTS score, you can get an Australian degree. Not at all. This is something that will make you work hard for it. And once you do that, there will be lots of opportunities around the world that will open from Carnegie Mellon. Be very, very clear that you'll meet a lot of great students and because you'll be among a great family here. It is a family that, become, and that will actually build up a lot of professional networks for you, and that will stay with you your entire life. And these are the people who becomes the CEOs and the CIOs of the companies. So if you've heard of Salesforce, if you've heard of ThoughtWorks, these are the companies that are started by Carnegie Mellon graduates, and you can be the next one as well, because once you come here, your domain will increase exponentially. Your thought process will increase exponentially, because there will be lots of opportunities. You will be thrown into lots of competitions to participate. You will be thrown into places where you would need to go out and present to the CIOs and the CTOs and the CEOs of the big companies. I can tell you, I did my project with Salesforce and I presented to the CEO of Australia. Just imagine yourself, I was 26 years old while I was presenting and advising the CEO of what systems you would need to get within your company. So these are the opportunities that would be open. So if this is something that you're looking for, please feel free to go ahead and try your luck, because it is both ways. The Carnegie Mellon family has to like you and you have to like Carnegie Mellon. So if that happens, you will be in Australia very, very soon. And I'm sure I can guarantee you will be very, very successful.
Thanks, Vivek. Thanks a lot. I think it's around 5:30 p.m. in Adelaide now. Almost 5:30.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so thanks for spending the afternoon with us. So now I'll just make myself the presenter, just a short thing.
Yeah, I hope it was useful for all of you and given you a very different aspect of looking at a different course. And you have my email ID. Please shoot me an email. You'll hear from me by Monday or Tuesday, end of the day.
Thanks, Vivek. I think a lot of students will send you their resumes and also their queries. So just to give a notice about our next webinar. So next Saturday, it's August 6th. We have got the webinar. It's hot subjects to study abroad. So today we covered the courses and the university at Carnegie Mellon. Next week we have got it's not any particular university or something. It's will be about the whole career, so you can choose a lot of courses. So we'll have in two halves. In the first half, we'll cover business, biological sciences, media and communications, arts and design, and the second half we'll cover data analytics, MBA, art sciences, renewable energy, and also engineering. So guys, I think it will be a very good one. I mean, if you're from like a working professional or a student, class 12 pass out or doing bachelor's or in the final year bachelor's, I think it will be a very good one for you everyone. So do join us for the next webinar next Saturday at 3:30 p.m. IST. Please make sure that when you register for the webinar, you register for the appropriate one, because there will be two links. One will be for the first half and the second one will be for the second half. So please make sure you choose accordingly. And if you want to attend both sessions, that's also possible. So that's it from us, and I think thanks Vivek for all your time, for all the beautiful presentation and answering all the queries.
Now, thanks a lot, Tanmoy, and thanks a lot, Champs, for attending. And I hope to see you in a beautiful Australia soon. Good luck.
Yeah, and guys, if you have got any more queries, please shoot an email to Vivek. You have got his email ID. You can also write to us at connect@MeetUniversity.com, and we will pass on your query to Vivek. So thanks everyone, and thanks Vivek.
No worries. Pleasure.
Thank you. Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye. Take care.